My name is Will Crampton. I'm an Associate Professor of Zoology at the University of Central Florida, and I'm in Guyana. I'm with Kevin, who's a Makoshi Indian, and we're on the banks of a river called Mapari Creek. Is that correct? Mapari Creek, yeah. And that's a tributary of the Rekorunu River, which joins the Essequibo River that flows into the Caribbean Sea. So we're in southern Guyana, in the Amazon rainforest, and we're here to record the voltages of electric eels. So we have an electric eel in this box that we're going to get out. We have to wear rubber gloves for this because they have very high voltage discharges. So Kevin, could you give me a hand here? All right, so let's get into the net. So this is Electrophorus electricus. It's the first species of electric eel to be reported. It was described by Linnaeus in 1766, and for 250 years we thought that there was only one species of electric eel. But this year I was co-author on a paper published in Nature Communications that described two more species of electric eels, and so Electrophorus electricus became restricted to the Guyanas, and we described two more species, one from the Brazilian shield way to the south, which we called Electrophorus voltae, named after Alessandro Volta, and a third species from the main stem of the Amazon called Electrophorus varii. So one of those three species, Electrophorus voltae, also we reported had an extraordinarily high electric voltage, 860 volts, which became the world record for the highest voltage animal on the planet. So what we're going to do now is measure the voltage of Electrophorus electricus from Guyana and see whether the voltages approach those of the world record holding Electrophorus voltae. Okay, so we've let the water drip out. What we're going to do now is put it into this tarpaulin. It's a non-conductive sheet that will isolate it from the load of the water. Okay, so let's move in here. We dug a little trench, put a tarpaulin on it, and we're going to get the electric eel into this, lay it out flat, let it calm down for a moment. And what we're going to do is use the Fluke 124B scope meter. So this is a device that was donated to me by Fluke very kindly. Thank you guys. And it's absolutely ideal for this sort of work. It's a lightweight device, it's portable, it's rugged. We're in the middle of the Amazon, so you need to have something that you can depend on. So I've plugged in the 10-to-1 voltage probe, and Kevin is going to place a probe on its tail. If you press that down, hold that firmly in position. Perfect. I'm now going to go to the other end, and I'm going to prod it gently with this probe. And the idea here is to provoke the high voltage electric discharge that this fish will use naturally for hunting and for defense. Bang. And again. Okay, great, so here we go. So what I'm going to do now is put it into the cursor mode. So cursor on, and I will then change the position of, oh, here we go, move. So I'm going to move this to the lowest position and then move the other cursor down to measure the peak-to-peak voltage. And we've got 3 pulses here, and the third one is at just over 500 volts. So 508 volts is the voltage that I've just picked up from this fish. So rather unusually, it's picked up towards a higher voltage. Usually you get 3, and these 3 would be the same voltage. I'm not sure why. But basically what this fish does is it generates a volley of high voltage short pulses, each around 2 milliseconds long, and between sort of 10 and 100 of those, a very rapid burst of these things. And the effect of that rapid burst of pulses is to take over the neuromuscular system of its prey and essentially cause it to undergo severe involuntary muscular contraction. So it essentially goes into tetanus. That paralyzes its prey and gives the electric eel a few milliseconds to arrest the entire escape response of its prey, and then it sucks it into its mouth. So 508 volts from Electrophorus electricus from the Mapari Creek of Guyana. I'm very happy with this result, and I'm very happy with the Fluke meter. It's just really an ideal device for this kind of work. All right, let's get this eel back into the water.